everybody, Taco Bandit here. I've had a few questions on the Access Cab and the differences between the Access Cab and the double cab. So I thought I'd make a short little video here kind of explaining why I got my Access Cab and about how much room's in it and that sort of thing. So personally, I like the look of the Access Cab a lot better. I think the double cab just makes it look a little bit more like an SUV with a little bit of a bed. Plus I really like the 6-foot bed instead of the 5-foot bed that comes with the double cab. Again, I'm not hauling people a lot, so the Access Cab is normally fine, and that sort of thing. I realize you can get a double cab long bed, but that's just a really long truck, and if you're going to do that, you may as well just move up to, a Tundra or another full-size truck. So when you open up my truck here, you kind of get a view of the space behind the seat. So looking in here, I have the seats folded up now. Both the headrests and the seat bottoms fold up or down, depending if you want to have people in here. This seat is as far back as my driver's seat, and this is where I would be comfortable to have longer rides. So I'm about 6 feet tall, and squeezing back here, I can fit. It's not super comfortable, but it could be done. I am kind of straddling this seat here, but the seat that I'm sitting on and the headrest and everything is fine. My head gets close to the ceiling. It's not a huge issue, but again, if you're getting an Access Cab, you probably don't plan on hauling people on the regular basis. So for a pinch, that'd be more than fine. And again, you're probably not hauling people that are more than 6 feet tall, and if you are, you're probably not going to put them in the back. So to fold the seat bottom up, you just pull the lever, and there's a similar lever for the headrest, and then that swings down. Now, like the double cab, you do have toolboxes underneath the seat, so you can just spin that and pull it up. And the jack is in this side, the passenger side, and then in the other side, you just have that whole cubby. And I keep my toe straps and some tools and gloves and that kind of stuff on the other side. But as far as storage room, as far as volume, this actually has about the same storage as a double cab. And the reason for that is, this is a smaller cab for the back, but you don't have the seats. The seats are really, really big for a double cab because people are meant to be sitting back there, and you can't fold them up and out of the way. So basically what you're going to do is you're either going to pile your stuff up on top of the seats or use the bed. So for this, you just flip your seats up out of the way, and you can put your stuff on the floorboards or in these little toolboxes. And again, the double cabs have the toolboxes as well, or you can put it in the bed. So what I keep in mine, I have my emergency bag here. That is my toolbox, and I keep a blanket in here as well, and then a jacket or whatever. But I've had, and I can actually show you here. So here's my golf bag, and you can just slide that right on in here, and there's more than enough room. And then say you want to put another golf bag back there. That's fine as well. So there's 2 golf bags and my toolbox and everything I regularly keep in the truck, and that's fine. Also, if you wanted, you could have a cooler here on the floor or whatever. But this is more than enough room. If you're hauling more than 2 golf bags, you probably want a bed cover or something like that to keep all your stuff. And as far as putting 2 golf bags in the back of a double cab, you would, but then it'd be sitting on the seats. So personally, I would prefer to have my stuff sitting on the floorboards of the truck than sitting on the seats. So the flip up action that the seats have is pretty fantastic. You may find yourself putting in your truck. Here is a 3-gallon air compressor, and that easily fits right here behind the seat. And as you can see, you have plenty of extra room as well. Again, I keep my toolbox on the other side, so if you have your toolbox and your air compressor, you can pretty much do just about anything. And of course, if you wanted to, you could always use the bed, but you know, if it's inside your cabin or obviously under a bed cover, it is protected, it is dry, and no one can be messing with your stuff if it's inside your truck. So that's kind of the reasons why I got an access cab. You know, this is more than enough room for me. And again, the access cab and the double cab have, in terms of storage, about the same volume. This is just better for hauling stuff or throwing stuff in the back seats, where the double cab is better for hauling people. The double cab also has a bench seat in the back that holds 3 people, whereas you can only get 2 people in the back of an access cab. But I also like how the clamshell doors work. It's really nice being able to open both and then getting all your stuff at the same time, whereas with the double cab you'd have a door here, so you can't get from the back seat to the front seat without walking around the door. So I can stand, you know, right here and reach my glove compartment or anything in the back at the same time, and it's really convenient. It helped you out a little bit and answered some of the questions that you may have had. My last truck was a double cab. I decided to go with an access cab, and I hope you understand some of the reasons why. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either truck, and you know, either truck can get done really whatever you want to get done. Again, I just really like the look of this and the functionality, and I'm never really hauling more than one other person anyhow, so I thought this truck would be fine. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I hope this did clarify some of the questions that you had, and thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.